Welcome to the 2020 Diamond Las Vegas Open, proudly presented by CueSports International and hosted here at the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our sponsors for the event include Diamond, Kamui, Omega, and Predator. This is our finals match. And now, let's meet our two competitors for our finals match. First up, our undefeated player in the tournament. We put our hands together for Mr. James Aranes. And his opponent coming up from the one-loss side of the chart. Can we please put our hands together for Mr. Chang Jung-Lin. Our referee for the match is Ms. Michaela Tab. And now I'd like to turn it over to our commentators in the booth, Mr. George Teachea and Mr. Jeremy Jones. Take it away, gentlemen.
And we are live at the CSI Pro Arena. John, thank you for that fine introduction. Saves me from boring you guys with all of our sponsors and things like that he just went over. But keep in mind, visit our sponsors. Jeremy, these guys have worked hard to get where they're at.
Yeah, none any more effort than these two, and that's our final two. James has come through the tournament undefeated. Chang's only loss is to James in a great match that was, and I'll tell you, I'm pretty proud of this young man, James. He's a guy that tries hard, hits a lot of balls. Talked about it before. I think he was a guy that had to get used to the setting a little bit more, take his time working on that part of his game, the mental side in these big moments. And I think it's going to bode well whether he wins here or not. So,
well, he's facing the best performance I think we've seen.
One of them. Oi put on one heck of a
performance, but
too, also.
I mean,
but just the quality of the outs that Chang just came off of, pretty impressive. And here's a little dilemma. Does he come straight back with the one here with such a big pocket with the three ball standing where he's at? And that's what he's called. And I think that's a good thing to shoot at, I think. I think it's a big pocket. I think he makes it way more often than he misses it. Oh, he caught it a little thick.
And he's left the rail first shot. Or can he? Oh, he might be able to go at this straight in. No.
He's hooked.
No, I can see it from here.
Yeah, and the rail first, it kind of goes, but it's got to hit the three just perfect to be able to slide in off the three. Otherwise, it kind of just stands up right there. I think it's going to be more of a kick and stick here, George, with a draw English.
I actually didn't see the three ball when I first saw the rail first. I thought it was outside the pocket.
Right. Maybe even making it a bigger pocket, right?
Exactly. That's why I thought he'd go rail first with it. And then once I saw that different TV camera angle.
I think he's calling the three ball, maybe.
That's not a bad call, because if he puts the cue ball, a little ticky shot, in other words, rail first.
Well, he's just calling it, I think. I think he's still trying to play this kick and stick, but like that. But no reason not to call the three,
just
right?
In case you slide down for it, sure. Yeah,
the rules really laid towards really hardly any point, unless you're, you want your opponent to make sure, they know that you're playing safe on a shot. For some reason or another, no reason to not call a ball.
And nice safety by James, just putting the ball out in the middle. Does that make it a lot tougher to hit than being close to a rail?
Well, for the kicks, for sure.
Yes.
And he was just knowing he was going to leave a jump shot. He was just trying to make sure he was going to leave a tough one. And I'm a little surprised he's not attacking on the upper left. He's called the corner pocket near the three, trying to play a two-way with the safety. The cue ball, if he cuts it that much, the cue ball is going to come over like that. So there's really not much safety involved, right?
Yeah, and that's come right back over again, yeah.
Yeah, I thought with the 7 on the upper left-hand corner, it kind of made that pocket kind of big to try and jump it and cut it in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah, plus speed. When you jump that ball, you're not going to hold the ball behind that wall of balls.
Yeah, especially if you cut it. you know, try to make the bank on the one. So great opportunity for James here. We saw in the last match, it was some 6-0 before Justin really got an opportunity against Chang at all.
Chang played extremely well. Had 3 breaking runs on his serve.
Yeah, and then
on his breaks.
Yeah, and 2 runouts after an opening 2 dry breaks by Justin. So
he didn't miss the ball in the first 4 racks.
Yeah. Okay. All right, this is where, because of the 5 ball is so funny, you may see him play the 4 in the side, not travel the cue ball. That way he can get to the underneath side of the 5 a little easier, because the 5 does not pass the 6 where the 3 lays. So should be a couple rails here down to get close to the 3. Yeah, like that. And then he'll play the 4 in the side, which will make it a lot easier to get on that 5, either in the upper left-hand corner or that same side pocket. And really the only one that hurts here is straight in, and that doesn't even hurt that much. You'd rather be more heavy and kind of straighter than a lot of angle on this shot.
No, is he going to just pop this and go between the 6-10?
No, no, he'll draw back for the 5 in the same side or the corner pocket. Yeah.
I didn't see the opening there. It's experience. Well, I guess I have the experience. You have the knowledge.
Well,
since I'm the older one in the booth, I'm making a joke out of that with the age.
Okay, so it's pretty steady run out here after getting that first shot. And don't overthink it here. If you have to move the cue ball, there's nothing wrong with that. Meaning if you want to address this and come above the 10 and take a little more cut on the 8 one way or another to either corner pocket.
So a little inside and make sure you don't hit the 10 and come straight across?
Either way, meaning either inside or a little outside to get above the 10. Just kind of depends on how you want to play it. I kind of like that coming across myself. Yeah.
That's what I thought. And he's taken down the first.
He's going to draw this to the side. Oh, he just spun it with outside. Nothing wrong with that. Kind of preference again.
First rack again, the side pockets. He, you know, I watched several of his matches, and he doesn't mind side pockets at all.
No, and you'll see the guys, like I said earlier, more towards the end of the rack, use the side a little bit more. It's really, if you happen to get on the wrong side of a side pocket shot early in the rack, when you have so much congestion on the table, well, things can get a little hairy. But generally, when there's a ball or 2 left, there's a lot of room to maneuver the cue ball just in case you do fall on the wrong side of a side pocket shot. So,
and you guys were able to listen to an appreciative crowd there, showing their appreciation for some fine shooting by both players.
Yeah, and the outer parts of this, you know, the biggest room here in the BCAPL and the CSI amateur part of this event is starting to fill up more and more. I'm taking a few breaks to get a coffee in between matches, and it seems like more of the amateurs are showing up every hour.
Sure.
And they have somewhat 3 big rooms here, 4 big rooms.
They've
full
got
tables.
3 rooms with like 100 tables in each room. And then, of course, this one has all the vendors, cue repair, the tournament desk. We've got a lot of people milling around the room. And about 34 of the 40 top players in the world by virtue of WPA rankings. That man right there in your screen is ranked 5th for this year.
Well, a real square hit on the 1 there, and he's going to get a cut on the 1. Does the 2 play in the side? Because he's definitely going to contact the 4. Just watch how dead square the cue ball hits the rack here. Let's see it a little bit, but right in the center of the table. And the problem is if he eases this in, I'm not sure what kind of play he really has to get from the 2 to the 3 ball. Okay, he's not even messing with it. That tells you how the 2 wasn't really that playable.
He's at the long shot.
Yeah, he snookered. James is snookered. It should be a 2-rail escape. May swerve at this.
Think he'll go for a jump?
Maybe. Knocking it around table, I guess.
Yeah.
Thing is, when you have to fly it that far over the first ball, that being the 7, really hard to control speed on both the object ball and the cue ball. So maybe he's trying to pocket this ball rather than knock it around table. I'm kind of looking down the barrel. It looks like he's aiming pretty heavy on the 1.
So he's just going to try to stop the cue ball there and get around?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I mean, the 1 slowed down because it hit the point. And he held the cue ball pretty decent, but it was hard to really control the speed of the object ball and the cue ball.
Yeah. That ball was in the air for, what, at least 3 feet?
Mm-hmm.
And he's left a nice 1-6 combo. Incidentally, James is ranked 31st on those top 40 rankings in WPA. I don't think he plays very many international events, does he?
Well, he's starting to play a few, but yeah, he hasn't played many. Spends a lot of time in America. That's a funny little shot because you kind of want to hold the 1 because the 1 is a little thin onto the 6 ball. So don't lose track of the 6 and hit it too easy and not get it to the hole. Okay, he went and played it over, and did he come away with anything he wanted? Okay, decisions, George. Do you just lay him behind the 3 here?
Real soft. Why not? It's tough to really kick at.
Well, most likely if you do that, your opponent's just going to tie the 3 up on the 1 and look for a better kick shot. But I was wondering of this choice, does he go for the bank that's kind of staring him straight in the face? Because he feels like he can get straight in on the 2.
There's your answer. He hasn't left a giveaway. I look for James to make this pocket this ball and come over for the 2 ball.
Oh, tough shot, though.
Yeah.
This is no hanger. And this is the one that don't baby as much. You can handle a little more bounce off the 2nd rail just so you make a little better hit on the 1.
And
he squeezed it
nice
in.
Hit. Shot on the 2 is nice.
Yeah. I'm not sure he'll play the
I
side,
was going to say,
though.
it looks really tight in the side, especially get the cue ball all the way down for the 3.
Yeah, this is just...
Probably just leave it there for the 3 if he decides to play the side.
And
take the
softly.
Take the cut there. Well, you spun all the way down.
Yeah, that was surprising there.
Look at this.
That was surprising. And if there was any question there, that's these guys kind of like bread and butter, cutting that ball down the rail and running the cue ball a couple rails for the 3. Pretty surprised. Pretty surprised at getting snookered there.
Well, that's why I thought he would just leave the cue ball by the side pocket.
Just settle, right?
Yeah, settle, and it's not a bad. Yet, it's like that angle anyway. You got to come up for the 4. And well, now he's tied up to 4-5.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to slow Chang down, though. I think Chang's going to attack here, trying to go to the rail and open these balls.
Yeah, that's what
he could get stuck behind him just in case he doesn't come in correctly, but.
I think if he cuts it down the rail, he's going to be coming in with a little velocity. Not much, but, I mean.
Oh, yeah, the angle gives him plenty of movement on the cue ball. Just a matter the 5 could kind of carry with the cue ball a little bit, so he may try to come across the top of this ball. Yeah, and that's what I was talking about.
And yep.
Yeah, that's the problem there. And to help that, you notice how he shot that with low outside, right? To try and, of course, get a little more dig on the cue ball, but it also slows the cue ball down when you do that.
Okay.
Meaning you're gripping it, you're hitting the object ball heavier because you're throwing it. A lot of times when you need that movement to open those balls up a little bit more, try not to put so much outside on that cue ball.
Just low?
Yeah, just straight low, a little bit, or a little less outside anyways. Ooh, that was close there.
She didn't call, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he caught the 5 coming in and then again going out with the cue ball.
Well, big break for James here.
Well, yeah, and I actually saw a little bit of chink in the armor there, and not so much physically from Chang, but I think the shot clock kind of got to him. I mean, that was a position there where you leave those balls tied up and look for a better kick when the guy plays safe on you again, meaning just give up ball in hand and have him play safe again on that 4 or 5, and you probably come away with a little better kick shot, trying to kind of steal the game with a kick shot, I guess.
That's a good point. I would not have thought to give up ball in hand. I would have tried to go the long rail and come back and hit it.
And that's okay too. I mean, if you like that shot, big trouble.
Second time.
Yeah, and he needs to take his time here. I don't know if he's used his extension or not.
Yeah.
I think he may have, but he needs to take as much time here as possible. Pretty easy kick shot for these guys.
Yeah, this is probably
just don't baby it.
Makeable.
Oh, yeah.
No. He stayed out of that one. You had to come just a little deeper there to catch that rail and go up for the 10 ball.
Yeah, again, if I was in James's corner, I think I would. I know it's early in the match to use your timeout, but just a couple little mental things, I think, more than physical.
Sure.
Because you know this man right here is going to settle in. No matter what. I mean, no matter the situation, he's just not going to see many errors there. So James is going to have to take full advantage.
James is a new pro player for Predator.
Yeah, less than a month ago.
Yeah. You're about to see him break with his BK Rush with the sport wrap, I believe. And it looked like the butt of his cue is that Pantera. I couldn't tell.
I don't know.
I just glanced at it right when he put it to the side and grabbed the break cue. It made me think of that.
This is our final, ladies and gentlemen. It is a race to 9. One race to 9.
Yeah, there's no double dipping. It's an extended race.
Chang Jung-Lin's one loss is erased. We're tied at 1. This is the final of the Diamond Open, but both these guys will be back here in just 2 days' time to start the Predator World 10 ball. And again, I see a different rack than we've seen most of the tournament. Yeah.
The way they're racking. And you would think that would be consistent because of the template and all balls touching. They should all be touching.
Well, I believe they are, but I've got some experience with the template, and there's a certain way to get them in there consistently the same. The 9-ball rack made by Outfield kind of explains the best way to try and rack them, and the 10-ball, I'm not sure. Now, we talked about him going offensive. What's he doing here with the cue ball? But what's he doing with the cue ball?
He might be just coming around, or he killed it.
Yeah, he killed it
nicely.
And you notice he didn't kill it with a little short stroke.
No.
It's much more of, hey, a lengthy stroke that applies, just like anything else, more spin to the cue ball. And here he needed more of the kill side of it with a little bit of a low draw, low inside draw.
Well, there's Mika Immonen and Marcus Schmatt. He was doing commentary with you yesterday.
Yeah, Marcus Schmatt, 5-time Mosconi Cup captain for Team Europe, and arguably Mika Immonen next to him, maybe the greatest, one of the greatest for sure ever to play for Team Europe in the Mosconi Cup.
We saw him in a match earlier today. Was it against, or was it last night?
Last night against Ralph.
Souquet. Ralph played exceptionally well.
Yeah. Well, the Ralph, again, also one of the greatest ever to play for Europe in the Mosconi Cup. And the other one, probably Niels Fayen, who's 4-time MVP. Now, this is a funny shot here. He can't really hold the 4 that much, so it may be a 4-5 combo and then a 4-6 combo. This would be no worries if the 6 was on the bottom rail there, but the good thing about Chang is he won't shoot a shot to get out of control of what's going on. Meaning if he has to make another combination, that's fine, but he won't risk getting snookered or, oh, let me hit this harder, draw out of here, hoping the 4 escapes. He's just going to take what the table gives him.
Yep, he should have followed down, make sure he gets up, and now either he'll bank this spot. I don't think he, well, if he cuts it, he's going to catch part of the 10 and maybe come back to where the 9 ball is. With a little inside.
I think he'll go above the 8, actually. I don't think he'll catch enough of the 10.
Exactly, not enough. Yeah, right.
One thing he might do is he may cut this in the side and come back behind the 10-8 with the cue ball. I know that sounds crazy, but.
No, it doesn't. It makes sense. When you look at the shot from here, it looks like he can come over and play it 2-way.
Well, I know he doesn't want to play safe. I know Chang.
And you can't bank it to the side. The 7 ball's
He's
there.
playing the cross corner. And when I say he's playing it, meaning he's calling it. I don't think he'll really threaten the pocket here. I think he wants to make sure he takes care of the cue ball and the object ball.
He's going to be using the 8 ball then.
And he just expected when he shot the 4-5 for the 4 to fall a little bit more forward off the 5 ball.
Yeah, he got him with the 8.
Yeah, and I call this one. I think I go to the right side rail here and give it a good chance of making it. And I know the kick is a little, like you feel like you may miss it, but I think that's the correct path as the right side rail, which is what he's going to kick out here, because you get underneath this, cue ball's coming down here on the back side of the 7. You've got a lot of good things that can happen. So it's going to be a light, a little less than medium speed. Oh, he hit it great. I'm not sure he's going to get any reward, but pretty good effort.
And now Zhang has to come down here, all the way down for the 6 ball. He's pretty straight, but he can cheat the pocket a little bit.
Yeah, he's looking at where he wants to hit on that second rail, and with that heavy right English, drag the cue ball down past the 7. Doesn't want to hit the 7 though. May fall straight in on the 6, but
with the 7 there, it's,
yeah, it's not the, that's the least of your worries, right?
You can always back this up and come back out.
Yeah, and the 8 may pass the 9, but he'll want to fall on the 7 to get to the other side of the 8, I believe. So he'll just get off the rail here with a little bit of draw, just using that little bit of angle on the 6 he has. Maybe kind of punch it out, maybe, what, 6, 7 inches? Or is he going to go ahead and draw back to underneath where he's standing? Okay, he brought it out.
All the way back and over. That's what I thought he was going to do at first, but then I thought he might just draw between the 8 and the 10.
And now he's got a nice 3-rail angle. I don't think he's ever catching the 10 ball.
No. It looks to go by clean. He'll probably land the cue ball on that middle diamond and come right over.
Well,
or lower.
He's looking at the side, but I think he's going to go 3 rails to the corner myself. I think he'll, when you try to play that side here, you could fall funny off angle and on the rail. He's going to play the side.
He's done that several times now.
Yeah, but he's falling that little bit of off angle. Not saying it's bad, but he's got to address going by the 10 or drawing the cue ball to the bottom rail and out. One good thing he did do, and talk about it all the time, George, is stay off the rail with the cue ball.
Yep.
You can handle those little angles.
As soon as you said that, I'm sitting there going, he's off the rail.
Yeah, it's a big part of it.
And he came around real nice for that, just right. Great speed.
Well, along with, oh, he's getting a little pain in that shoulder, it looks like. I was just about to say that, too, that fatigue has to be there for these guys in many ways, mentally, physically, along with the staff here that's done such a fine job with CSI and Predator. I'm sure they need that day off tomorrow along with these players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll enjoy a little time by the pool or just R&R.
Yeah.
They had a long day yesterday.
Yeah, you'll see. They'll definitely get their rest, but undoubtedly they'll be back hitting some balls at some time tomorrow.
Oh, sure. I don't think a day goes by they don't hit balls, especially when you have 300 tables running around here, and then you have 8 of them devoted just for the World 10 ball in this tournament here.
Okay, Chang to break off in game number 4. So essentially ahead 1 service break off of James's first two opening breaks.
Nice. That's the 3rd time I think that cue ball comes back and just parks right where it does. Maybe a little bit higher most of the time, but that one sparked like dead center of the table, which is a square hit on the 1 ball.
Yeah, this type of shot is why you work on some drills. You set these types up a lot, just a little bit below center, coming back and forth in between the 5 and 9. This type of shot you work on a lot in different types of drills, just so you know the tip you want to hit the line you want, and it becomes kind of routine. You know what I mean, George?
Get out. There he goes. Yeah, I like that. I'm not sure what to call the drill where you use 11 balls. With you start out with 1 ball in the middle of the table, shoot to the side, then you have the 2 ball in caddy corner. Here's your table. 2 balls down on the middle diamond there. 3 balls over here, 4 balls over here, 5 balls down the bottom. And you go around with balls in the middle you have to avoid.
It looks like he's just going to come 1 rail up with just a, well, he's queuing to go 2 rails around, I believe now.
He's going to draw around it.
Yeah, little stun shot. Doesn't want to get okay, he played short side. That's a smart play. He was going to go around that way, he didn't want to pull it tightly around the 3, especially with the 9 there. Not so much he could get snookered, but he could get elevated over the 9.
This is really a nice rag. Just kind of having the 9 ball in the middle makes the center of the table kind of inaccessible, but just play to the side of the 9.
Yeah, just use your talent.
Sure.
Coming between the 8 and 9, no problem.
And like that, just come through there. And nice guide. Now, it's funny, but I've watched James play enough now that he has no problem stopping that ball or just laying it almost on the rail and playing the 7 in the side there.
Yeah.
I don't think John will.
He'll cheat the pocket here.
And come back up for the corner.
Oh no, he just shot it straight in.
Yep.
Nice when you can reach the balls like Chang.
Well, you tall guys, 6'4", compared to some shorter people.
Well, the one thing you gotta like about the man in your screen now is really treats every match the same. And kind of plays in the moment. Very good at that. And, we don't see a lot of motion from Chang, and that's just his personality. But just the due diligence he has and respect he has for the game. Talked about it earlier how I think he really looks at it like a long-term thing, meaning let me just play the game how I know how to play it, not worry about the score so much. I mean, it's hard to. Oh, I'm surprised he went up for the side. He doesn't do that very often.
Well, the shot to the corner was better because you just stun it over to the right and you're straight in for the corner on the 10.
Well, the main thing is you don't get these funny ones. You might get a hair off angle to the corner, but you're not going to get where you got to warp the ball and go 3 rails here. Oh, that's not going to get there, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope. So, wow, look at this spin off, but no, it's not.
Still think he'll cut it in.
4 feet short.
This is probably one of the guys, maybe the guy I would pick for this shot, just because we see him do it on the 1 ball lot, 2 ball, get thin. He's not backing down at all.
Just a little bit of right English, you think?
I think so. Yeah, just a touch, just to make sure the cue
just-
ball's secure. Watch out for 3 rails on the side with the cue ball with that hair right English. Okay.
Oh, I don't. Ooh, it went down. We are playing world standardized rules, so no early 10 balls.
You can actually see, I can see a little fatigue with Chang a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A bit older than James.
Well, was he's 30? James is 27. I think Chang was 34.
34.
Yep. Their WPA ranking, I don't know if I mentioned it, but Chang is 5th. James is 31st. I didn't mention it.
And Chang was #1 in the world not long ago, just a couple years ago, and he's been in the top 5 from what I can recall for the last probably 3.5, 4 years. Somewhere around there, you know, it does move around a bit. Now James has got to shake off a couple early mistakes, getting snookered in a couple positions you didn't expect. Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, there goes the cue ball. Wow. What?
I was gonna say, if you watch the break, we'll get a replay on it. But watch initially, I thought the kiss saved him. Meaning, I thought watch the cue ball start to hydraulic towards the side pocket here. Okay, it's got a lot of top. It was about to start hooking towards the corner, and now a couple kisses later.
Yeah.
Like pretty much.
It was like a double slap. Whap, whap.
Yeah.
Just send it right to the corner pocket.
Man, we talked about it early in the tournament. I think James was one of the prime examples we used as far as the side pocket's not in play for those guys that fly past the sides. It's those kisses in the corner that are not only amazing how it happens so often, but they're really kind of like a punch in the gut.
It's disheartening, yes, it is. It just it's exactly how it feels when, especially at a time like, you know, you want that break to get a game back.
He
tie it up.
He got funny here, meaning he's straight in, but you actually want a little cut on this combination. That way you don't have to like float it or stop your ball and the 3 gets away from you. So it looks like to me he's maybe got to let the 3 come up a little bit, or he's got to kind of like soft draw this combo. He'd much rather be above it a hair or behind it a little bit. That way he can roll this in and hold the 3 there.
Looks like he's coming back just a little.
Yeah, maybe the soft draw, leak the 6 in like that. See, that's not the kind of shot stroke you want to put on a ball too often, right?
No, but he was okay where he was because it was lined up. All of it looked lined up pretty straight. Allowed him to do that.
Yeah. Actually, straight kind of forced him to do that, I think, a little bit. The 5's a little funny, though, right? Does it go in that left side?
It goes in the
pocket?
side. It
It
goes
does
in the same
easily?
side, sure.
Okay.
I think if he gets on the same line that he is now, he just stuns it over and shoots the 5 next to the same pocket.
He wanted to get underneath, and I don't blame him. I don't want to toy with that. If I have the choice, I'm saying, I don't want to toy with that funny angle on the side. And I'm wondering if that getting on top of that 9 ball a moment ago and almost not getting shape on the 10 enough to make it is making him stay away from the side pocket here instead of shooting that 9 in the corner a minute ago. It'd be one of the biggest things I could tell an amateur to improve on it. Go out and practice for a year and just tell yourself, let me play the corners and see how this game evolves. And I used to do it to myself in big matches and tournaments. I'd see myself playing silly position. I could almost feel it without knowing exactly what I was doing, meaning moving the cue ball too much, trying to get the easier shot too often, rather than playing what really is the correct pattern through the rack.
Well, a lot of times the side pockets are kind of easier than the corners, I guess you might say, when the ball's available. But if you don't get on it just right, you're going to have to travel that cue ball, especially in games like 8-ball.
Or smaller tables.
Or smaller tables, yeah, exactly. Well, he's navigated this rather well.
And it's going to be Chang's break. So he always uses his timeout at some time or another. But if James, it'd be good for James if Chang used his right now. And I don't think that's going to be the case. But next time James gets a chance, I think he needs to go to his timeout.
I agree. Chang used his in the last match very well when against Bergman, he rattled off 3 games in a row, won 3 games in a row, and Chang took a timeout. Slow him down a little bit.
Well, there's been a couple mistakes, and then that unfortunate kiss on the break right there for James. So maybe a little bit of a timeout when he can get it. Maybe try and change a little bit of his perspective on things.
Should have probably close to 5,000 plus players coming in next week when the teams arrive. And we should see some great crowds for the Predator World 10 ball. Above this table are 7 of the Predator Arena lights. They're new lighting. You can see the reflection on the balls. They're absolutely brilliant because they're bright. Duh.
That's a good word for it, though.
Yeah.
Innovative, effective.
Both.
Yeah.
Both. And they're 10 feet off. They're 10 feet above the table. See the lights there? You just got a great view of them. Look at the reflection on there.
Well, the cue ball was going into the side, and then it ended up finding the corner.
Wow.
So I know it's early, but I kind of feel like this is a must-out for James, in a sense. Just don't think you're going to get much back from Mr. Chang. So the only thing he's really got to worry about is the 3 to the 4. And it's not easy, actually, because the 9 and the 7 both kind of stop the cue ball travel, meaning if he has to come down with the cue ball. So that means he's got to get kind of straight on the 3, which kind of eliminates the pocket near the 9, right? So he's almost got to shoot the 3 by the 7.
By the 7, by the 7, yeah.
So, and the 4 is kind of making this a little bit funny. Okay, he's going to have to come 1 rail across, which is fine. But can he stay right there and beat everything coming down the side of the table? He can, huh?
He can.
Yeah. Okay, so smart here, just knowing.
Oh, yeah, he can. He can get. Well, I don't know. He's got to go between the 10 and the 7 to go to that on that side. He's coming over for the right side. Now he's pretty much ideal. He probably draw it by the side and over for the 4, or will he come straight up using the bottom rail? I think he'll do that.
We'll get a good camera angle here. I think he may draw to the side rail and just take the shot, getting above the 5.
That's what I thought at first.
Either that or he could even let his stroke out and draw to the side rail and across the table for the 4 in the opposite pocket. So, yeah, he's got the right angle for that. And he's close to the ball so he can manage whatever he wants. Like this, trying to come. Oh, just didn't get there.
Well, now that cut is going to bring him down table by the 8. 8-6.
Yeah. Well, I think he'll apply some inside, but the problem is he's going to still go past the 5 and have some distance, you know. So I think he'll cut it to, what is your upper right? Oh, he's going the other corner now.
Yeah, he's going to the upper right, or the lower right there. He missed it. At first, I thought he was cutting it to the other side.
He was.
He started to. He got down on it, and then.
Well, the more I look at the shot, I think he played it correctly, meaning he could hold the ball easier for the 5 that way. And I think both shots were equally difficult. But again, he's got to stop the bleeding, and sometimes when you can't stop the bleeding with an opportunity or a run out, you got to do it with your timeout. You know, regroup.
Well, so far the good thing is it's a race to 9 with a 4-1 deficit for James. So he has a little more time to make things up. But the bad thing is it is still alternate break, although we've seen some great comebacks.
Yeah, the 6 does go by the 8, but it looks like he's coming for the side pocket to me. Okay, oh, maybe the 6 didn't pass the 8, excuse me. So he had to come for the side. Okay, he's got options here. He can follow the ball one rail all the way where it's at now and have an easy little cut shot on the 7. He can put a little more draw stroke and cut it and go between the 10-8 down for the 7.
That was a good shot of that Predator cue with a little bit of a white ring on the tip.
And I've seen some of the guys do that. Some the all black doesn't bother them at all, but some need a little bit of a reference up there to give them just a little bit of better comfort feeling, right? When they're looking down the shaft.
Guess it's easier to see. I'm thinking.
Okay. I'm interested to see if James takes his time out after this 9 and 10 and a 5-1 deficit. He will be breaking in Game 7.
First prize here is $17,000. Second prize is $10,000. So we're talking a $7,000 difference.
Yeah, huge match.
Yep.
No greater match is worth, you know, monetarily that amount of money in this event.
Yeah, and in addition, next week they're playing for $30,000. Just think, win both of these events, and only one of these guys is going to have a chance to do this, and it's almost 50,000.
And again,
10 days.
For all the players out there, they do appreciate an event that tries to improve from one year to the next. And, you know, this is only the second year alongside with the amateurs for our Las Vegas Open and the Predator World 10 Ball. And you can see what they've done with the arena, of course, and always trying to improve that, but doubling the added money to the Predator World 10 Ball just in 1 year's time. That's pretty incredible.
The other thing is they are now calling it the CueSports International Expo, which is actually the home of the BCA Pool League World Championships and the USA Pool League National Championships. Diamond Las Vegas Open, which is now, last year was 9 ball, this year it's 10, to prepare these guys for the Predator World 10 ball. Uh-oh.
Oh my.
He left it close. How many times do you leave a ball there and something kisses it in?
Man, that's hanging there.
And he's got a shot on the deuce. The one ball went down. Did it go down in the corner? It did go down in the corner.
Didn't waste any time doing it.
No, dead center too.
Yeah.
Nice replay so we could watch what happened on his break. That was a good break.
So go past the 3 to the rail, playing the 3 in the side.
Opposite side.
Yeah. Oh, that's a little light, George.
Yeah, it is.
So James not quite settled in like he has been the rest of the previous part of the tournament.
And the other thing is, if he cuts this in the side, it doesn't hit the 10, does it?
Well, I think if he puts speed on it, he does, and if he elevates, he certainly does. But I think it's close.
Yeah.
I think if he puts enough speed, he catches the 10, though. No. Great shot. I think you, like me, you were worried about it. Does he go right into the pocket, right?
No. I thought, I was hoping he would catch a 10 to stop it for the 4. And not have to worry about maybe hitting it too hard and going to the rail by the 6. But, you know, he's going to hit that soft to hold it for the 4.
Well, it looks like he should stop the bleeding here for at least for a moment and get it to 5-2. Oof. Okay. Again, still not hitting the pocket like he wants. And
now, after a shot like that, for instance, do you kind of talk to yourself there and say, "Hey, dude, you got to hit it better than that"?
Well, you know, I'm sure like most guys recognize what happened during the shot, so don't want to trip too much on it, but I think James, he's got to know he's playing great. He's just not settled yet, you know. He's just not comfortable, you might say. It's not so much a fundamental problem, I don't think, or an issue that's going to continue any particular way, meaning he's just not settled, period. So he's got to go past this, huh?
Yes.
I think he's taking a little chance if he tries to move it up for the 8.
I think he should see 8 up on top. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say. Just go past it. Don't try to come all the way back up for the 8. That's shorter pocket.
Yeah, he did a nice job. He just won't get the cue ball off of the. He won't get the cue ball off the rail, but he'll be pretty straight on the 10. And he'll be making this ball. He'll be able to book his second win of this match.
Oh, we're gonna.
Alex Kazakis.
That's right. James Aranis to make it 5-2, and then, like George just let on, a special guest now in the booth, Alex Kazakis. Hey, Alex, how you doing?
Hello, guys. All good. How about you?
All the way from Greece. Here we go.
Yep.
So, have you been here for the entire final so far?
No, I just arrived. I didn't know what happened before.
Okay.
I see the score is 5-2, so.
Well, of course, Chang doing what Chang does normally, and James, you know, snookered himself a couple of times, you know, in a kind of a spot you didn't expect, but getting back on the board there. And how's your experience been so far this week? I see you made a pretty deep little run until you got beat. What was it, about midday, late day yesterday?
Yeah, I lost the first match. So after I win like 5 or 6 matches in a row, and then I lost the fielder for a match to get to the top 12. Yeah, I lost heel. I made a mistake there. I hooked myself, and in the 6 ball, I think. Yeah, played the 4 ball, hooked myself, and then that was it. I had a good chance, but
well,
it's all right.
Still a great tournament. And
yeah.
George and I have been up here in the booth all week, but I kept seeing you playing matches after losing that first match. So I know you were getting in stroke, right?
Yeah. I also have a new cue, so. You know, it was a little hard for me, but I'm getting used to it.
Well, good. I saw you post that right before the tournament. So
yeah.
But it seems like it's going to probably do well for you with the week coming up with the Predator World 10 Ball.
We'll see. I'll give my best, as always.
It's the best we can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Give it what you got.
I said it about you many times in the last couple years, being in the booth, Alex. I'm not sure there's been any more improved player on the planet than yourself, and it comes really from all the hard work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of guys out there that have improved, but
I'm
not so sure any more than you.
Well, your improvement's shown it too. You've won quite a bit on the Euro Tours.
Yeah, I'm doing really good. I won like 2 Euro Tours till now. And
nice jump
nice jump from Aranis.
Yeah, and super shot. And just probably the model of consistency on the Euro Tour, that being Alex Kazakis probably. You know, you're kind of one of them guys that never falls too far off of his speed, you know, just real steady all the time.
Oh, yeah. True. That's one of my good things. I'm always trying my best. Even when I'm not feeling really good, I'm always giving my 100%. So I think this thing helped me to always going deep in every tournament.
Yeah. The consistency.
Yeah,
you're very consistent.
This is type of my character, you know. I'm trying hard always.
Right.
Always.
Well, I remember when I met you some 5 or 6 years ago at the U.S. Open.
First US Open, maybe.
Yeah, maybe the first one you ever went to, I think.
Yeah.
And there were you and Nick Malaj, and
And
sure.
Nikos Konomopoulos, maybe.
Yeah, Nick in Kononopoulos, and then you had a man obviously from Jersey or somewhere that travels with you guys, a Greek man that.
No, it's Louis. Elias he's living there in Virginia.
Oh, in Virginia now.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But you know, you could say it yourself. You weren't the player you are today, and that wasn't that long ago that you really brought your game up.
Well, you mentioned you got a new cue. What new cue did you get?
I got Predator.
You went with Predator, so you're one of their part of their new stable, or their stable. Good for you. Yeah, they seem to be very innovative, and coming out with some great equipment.
Yeah. I really like. I'm playing with the River right now, and I only try Revo from their equipment they have, and I really like it till now. So yeah, we'll see in the future how this will go, but first impressions are really good.
Yeah, it feels real good. And
Yeah.
The balance to hit. Well,
Everything.
Good.
It looks like the speed's pretty nice.
Good shot.
And it's important too, right? Because if it leaks out a little more, it's the jump cue all the way, and it still might be the jump cue. I don't know.
Still, yeah.
It looks like he can jump this. It looks like it does go by the 10 to jump. As I look at it from here, no. Wow, it's
tight, huh?
I can't tell from here.
Well, you know, Chang's got a lot of different options. He can jump this and bang the 4 round 3 rails, trying to get a safety out of this maybe if he doesn't think he can make it.
But I think he's going to jump it to make it.
Yeah, I think so. I think if the 10's not in the way, you're going to try and make this ball.
And the Taiwanese are really good in jump shots.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to impress him if he's going to make it.
Okay. So a big lead for Chang, but things developing quickly for James Aranis. And really kind of needed a few of these opportunities because he looked a little unsettled at the beginning of this match. And that could be, you know how it is when you win the hot seat. You're usually waiting. You know, this tournament's been real nice where he wasn't waiting some 7 or 8 hours, but he's been waiting for some time to play this match.
You're right.
He was hitting balls, but he was also paying attention when when Bergman and Chang were playing.
Okay, if you're going to draw it straight out, don't let up on. He's going to come 2 rails, and I like that better.
Just follow it down for the 7.
Now, where are you ranked at so far for 2020 with the Euro Tour there, Alex?
I'm number 9th right now.
Okay.
In the Euro Tour ranking. And I just won the 2 Euros before my second Euro Tour.
Oh, good.
And that make me also to the team on Moscone Cup same time.
Okay.
Good.
This win.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I remember.
That
You're back to the late part of 2019 then.
That was crazy. I was like 40 points behind
I
on
know.
39th. And Ralph and Nils didn't need to get to the last 32 to take any points, and I have to go to the final if I want to have a chance to be in the team.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Who'd you beat in the semifinal to get in the final? Because
I beat Mats Sjetne. Maybe you don't know, but he's a pretty good player from Norway.
Obviously.
He's very, very talented, and he was not around for like 1 year now, but now he started again, and I think his first tournament after a year, he went to the semifinal with me.
Wow.
Really good player and really nice stroke.
Well, slowly but surely.
Yeah.
He's got 3 games.
He does, and I believe he breaks in this next one, correct?
Yes, he does. Yeah, we're tied at it's 8 games. It'll be the 9th game that he'll be breaking. And down by 2.
I'm not impressed that Chang and Aranas are in the final because they have one of the best breaks that I see in the whole week in 10 ball. So in break it's really important in 10 ball and actually in every game. They have one of the best breaks. So
Let me ask you a question. We've watched these guys when they rack the balls, they get a more consistent break for what they think how the balls are going to respond. Now they have someone else racking the balls. When you have that happen, how do you feel about that?
well, first of all, I'm gonna try to break the way I'm breaking. And if it's working, I'm going to continue doing it. If it's not working, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try to go from the other side maybe. I'm going to try to break a little bit harder or a little bit softer or try and change side,
Something, right?
Something.
Try to make the proper adjustment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And pay attention to your opponent when they break. They might give you information on
exactly
on what's going on.
That was not so good rack, I think.
Yeah, and there's been some inconsistent ones, and in all fairness, the template, we know this, that it's there to get it a lot better, but it's not absolutely perfect all the time. And the players know how to have spent so much more time with it that they know how to make those little adjustments to get the rack as good as you can get it.
And plus, the players probably take a little more time to rack the balls. They're not as
There's little things they look for to make sure that that's intact before they. Oh, that's a little thick.
But it's going to drop.
Yeah.
But the cue ball,
That's nice.
He's going to get perfect for the side pocket.
Yeah, so we're, after this rack, approaching the halfway point, roughly, and we're going to be right here in a match.
Yep. Yeah, this looks like he'll navigate it pretty well. Come straight up there. A little bit harder. Well, you can play it in the corner and just come over for the 5.
And James.
He's perfect.
I talk about James that I know he's 27, right? So people might say that's a little older for these days. You know, the game's so young, right? But
Yeah.
I feel like he's one of those, ooh, that's a simple mistake. Not saying it's going to cost him the run, but it's definitely made it much more of a headache. But I think he's one of the guys that's going to be around trying to win these big tournaments for a long time.
Yeah.
Super talented.
I'm thinking the same thing.
And he's like you. He's a guy that tries hard, works hard, and what I really like, a real humble guy that, you know, really respects the game. So
That's true. And you can see it also in the table. You know, he's not getting angry. He's never complaining. Good shot there.
yeah, great shot. Now what's going to happen with this cue ball? Okay.
Nice cues.
Still not out of the woods though, right? He's got
It's a little work still.
yeah, the 7 doesn't pass the 8. Doesn't pass the 9, so he's got to have good speed coming into position for the 7. Maybe just short side on the side pocket there. To come out 2 rails for the side. Okay.
He's going to have it in the corner just perfect.
Yeah, it's
Well,
getting
maybe
funny, I'm
not.
telling you. It's a
Now
little
he's
work
over the
still.
ball. Now he's over the ball, yeah.
That's the worst angle you can have in ball.
Yeah, right. Especially
It's tough.
elevated, right?
Yeah. It's tough in the corner. You can't make it in the side. And
And he's got a soft draw it. That's the other one. So this ball tends to grab a little more, meaning somewhat of like a skid to where you hit it into the side rail more often. He hit it great, though.
Wow.
good shot. Still a
A
little
little
more.
longer. Yeah, it's got some work. He's got a. This looks like it's pretty straight in.
Yeah, he really needs the cue ball off the rail. Could get funny on the 9 if he lands on the rail. Oh, my.
Yeah,
A little bit of body movement that time, right? Just a little bit, maybe,
Yeah.
when he delivered the cue.
This is one of the shots when you're almost not really, you know, when you have when you're almost straight to the pocket and you try to cheat the pocket or you try to play position with you know,
With English or spin?
with English or spin or something. It's really tricky, like the way he played it. I mean, there's no other way to play it actually, but when you're when the cue ball is close to the cushion, you really have to focus to not move and just focus on the ball 100% and not too much in the position, I think.
Yeah, right.
That's what I think in these situations. And now he focused more in the position, so he
Lost,
missed the ball.
yeah, lost focus on the ball.
That's what I think happened.
Good analysis.
This is what I'm doing also, that's why I know. Whenever I'm missing, I'm focusing more in position sometimes.
Absolutely. Some type of distraction, right?
Yeah.
Well, in a regular match, Chang would be on the hill. But in this one, he still leads 3.
That's right. Race to 9 here in our final, a 1-race final.
It's one, yeah, I was about to say. One race.
Which I like, actually, on a professional level. I like the 1 race. I know some say, well, it's unfair to the guy that went undefeated. But, you know, sometimes you come from the loser side, sometimes you come from the winner side, you know. So it's just it's a wash to me that, you know.
Would you agree that the longer race favors the better player?
Well, you'd have to say that.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I would have to say if, you know, that's why they strategically make them the length they are, because it does give a little the underdog still a fighting chance, you know.
Well, folks, we'll be right back. We're at a timeout here.
All right.
And we are back. The players are back, and we still have Alex Kazakis here with us in the booth. Alex, tell us about your tour with Predator when you went through the factory trying out their cues.
Well, the factory was really, really big. I was impressed. And I really impressed with the work they did, you know. They have you know, behind all this technology with Revo, there's so much research and everything. I was talking with Paul, the inventor of Revo, and I was really, really impressed of what he was telling me and how he invented it and how many tries he did to make it perfect, you know. And
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the fact that they take you guys up there and give you a tour of the factory and show you the cues. You pick out some cues to try out different ones.
yeah, actually in
Good.
Boston it's also a Revo factory,
Right.
just for Revos. But yeah, I went there like 2.5 weeks before
Mm-hmm.
to pick up my cues, you know, try on it, see what I like and everything.
Well,
So it was really nice.
good.
Really
Good.
impressed.
Good experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, dry break by Chang.
Yeah, now James should just really kind of have the cue ball on the line it's on now, kind of by the side pocket. Doesn't want to come all the way down and somehow get a little straight on the 3 ball, right? So just kind of over that side pocket, I think somewhere around there is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he missed. Okay.
What would you do with this, Alex?
Well, probably I will cut it.
Yeah.
To make it and get up on the 3?
Yeah, get out on 3. It's not that tough cut, but
No?
No, and Chang goes offensive a lot. So
yeah, I
like
mean,
most of the great players, you know.
most of the players, yeah. I think when you have a chance to run out the table, I think you have to take it almost every time.
Yeah.
Because now you have a very good, very easy safety, as you can see. But when you get your opponent on the table, it's always, you never know what's going to happen. You know, you can give your resave, and all these players,
Yeah.
they're playing great resaves. So always,
Especially with 8-9 balls on the table, you can kick safe a lot.
yeah,
And
exactly.
just imagine, George, if you broke the balls and you were left with this shot, you would love it. You
Oh,
know, like, you'd
I'd be taking that
you'd
cue
be
ball
very-
towards that 8 ball.
Well, you'd be very excited to get that shot,
Sure.
right? So what's the mentality of the same thing when you come off a miss? Oh, he could have left me easier, but it's still a pretty nice shot to start with,
Exactly.
I'm at the table. Yeah.
especially when position is there too. It's one thing if he couldn't gain position, taking on a tough shot, but when these guys see a reward from making a tough shot, they're going to go for it.
Exactly. I'm always thinking of the percentage in every tough shot I have, you know.
Sure.
I'm thinking, you know, in my mind, how much percentage is to make the ball and run out, and how much percentage I have to if I'm playing safety like before, you know. And this 2 ball for Chang and for every great player, it's like more than 50% to make the ball. So this kind of ball, you're always going to take it. But if it's a tough shot, like you have like 20% to make it, and then you have a safety that probably you're going to make it 30-40%, you're going to play the safety,
Yeah.
you know, but it's something like that. This is how I'm thinking most of the times in when I'm playing.
Well, and one good thing to always think about, I think, is at this level especially, is there really is hardly ever a jam-up safety, meaning like no route for these guys to make the hit. Normally you're not going to get ball in hand that much off of, you know, you just burying them with the cue ball where they have no kick. Now guys do miss kick shots that they should hit, but most of the guys either jump out of a safety and make good contact, or they make a kick shot. So when you get a chance to take it away, is that a scratch cross side?
He went right into the pocket. Right into the pocket.
And he just caught the 5 a little thin to the pocket. I think that's why he caught the
did,
side.
He did overcut it a little bit. But yeah, like when on these safeties, sometimes when you force a player to come with a great shot, a lot of them will, especially at your level. You know, they'll come with that great shot, and you'll sit there and say, "Well, that's a 1 in 10." But guess what? He got it.
Got it, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of why you get shots that they don't forget about. Takes a long time. You remember them your entire life.
True that.
Okay, so after a missed 2 ball,
We could get pretty close here. This could end up at 6-4 with James breaking. End of this game.
and then you could say that Chang is you know, the favorite in this match, and he's the favorite in a lot of matches over guys. It's just slight, but really you got to ignore that. It's all about what you do with your opportunities. You know, if James gets a few more opportunities at the table than Chang does, well, in my eyes, he becomes the favorite in the match.
True.
Which match do you think really sticks out in your mind that you played here at this tournament?
On what do you mean exactly?
Which one of your opponents during this tournament sticks in your mind that you had the most trouble with, or
most exciting match?
Most exciting match you had so far this week?
I think with Mika and Filler. With Mika, I just make one mistake in 2-0. I was down 3-0. And then I came back from 6-3 and I won that match. Actually, in 6-6, he missed a 10 ball.
Oh, wow.
I was a bit lucky, but until that moment, I played really good and, you know, I took my chances and, you know, fighting back the match. And then with Filler, I was up 2-0. Then he went up 4-2. Then I went up 6-5, and then he won 7-6. So also with Filler, it was excited match to play.
Good.
It was a good match.
So with Mika, you stayed in the match. You made it possible to force that error at the very end.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I remember I made a really tough run out in 6-3 to make it the 6-4. So it was really nice, yeah.
Well, here we go. We can come within one game if you can give us a little break and run.
Yeah.
Something he's done a lot of. There was one match, in fact, in his match against Chang to begin with, he ran out 4 times in the race to 7.
He hit those great. And those balls reacted a little more like the guys are used to. Now, what's this 2-ball doing over here near the side pocket?
It's well, it's not resting on the rail, but it's pretty close.
Well, I think he can take the cut on it. He can kill the cue ball kind of off the point, right? Because he can't get straight in on it with the 8 being there.
Yep.
So he's got to take a little bit of a cut on the 2, but I think it's playable.
The triple is right there near the pocket, so.
Yeah.
And if the cue ball stop right in the corner, he will have angle for the 5 to the corner again. So I think he's okay.
I like him on that aggressive line there, right?
Trying
to get a little closer to that 2-ball. Yeah, but there's some reward in it, right?
Exactly.
So.
Yeah,
now it's impossible to miss it.
This is ball in hand shape here.
Yeah, he'll just play a little bit off the point.
This might come back towards the 8. Oh, no, it stayed right over.
Good shot.
Yeah, the 6 is down here near the 5, so he only has one pocket for the 7, which is the nearest pocket, so he'll have to pay attention when he gets on the 6 to get properly on the 7. James should make this a 1-game match.
And he ended up on the right side of this, too.
That was a good shot.
Man, he really had a choice.
It's a little tricky.
Yeah, did he get a little straight here where he can't necessarily like bump the 10 over or nothing like that? He may have to go past this ball a little bit, huh?
If you have a little angle to the 10, he will bump the 10, I think, but otherwise. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He's fine. Good shot.
And just straight up the table here with a little high right English. Not a lot of right, but a little bit. And he should stay above this ball as well. Maybe somewhere around the head string. Something like that.
Perfect angle.
Yeah.
Very well done.
And the same thing here, just straight up the table, taking a little bit of a cut on the 8. So James definitely settling in after a couple of mistakes to open our match.
He's ended up with the proper angle on every shot so far.
Well, he really gets through the rack well because, like I talked about all week, like a lot of these guys, they try to use the natural path of what the cue ball wants to do for the most part. If you can use the natural path, your touch is going to be so much better.
True. Makes the game so it will look so easy.
Right.
You have always the right angle.
You're just rolling for shape.
Yeah, and it keeps you making a lot of the same strokes, right, Alex? You don't change your speeds that much.
That's true.
And there we are. Now it's a tight race to 9 with the game difference.
True.
He's still back. Was it, you call it a half a break?
Well, just a service break.
Service
yeah,
break,
like
yeah.
tennis.
Still down to service break, but.
And Chang knows that Aranis is in the building, that's for sure, at 6-5.
This is your second year here at the Rio for these tournaments, right? You were here last year?
Yeah, I was here also last year.
Yeah.
Long days here, you could see, Chang. Long day for you yesterday as well.
Yeah.
A couple days in a row, actually, for you
Was that
being on the
13
one-loss side.
Yeah, 13 or 14 hours. How many matches did you play this last? Do you even think that way? Do you think I've played so many matches this tournament?
Well, not really, but you know, the last match I started like 12:30, which you know the schedule went a little behind. Some matches were late, and you know sometimes this happens. So the only thing I was bothered with is that if I win that match,
Play at 10 a.m., huh?
I'm playing at 10 a.m. and we finished that match at 2:15.
Oh
night.
wow, yeah.
So
Ooh.
I actually was watching your match late last night,
yeah.
and I'm sitting there going, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I got to get to bed. I
Yeah.
got to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looked like he was scratching there, like the cue ball was about to hook towards the side, and it got a friendly kiss. We couldn't see it exactly from that replay, but
And there
I
it
think
is.
a bit of a roll, and now pretty straight in here on the 1. All he's got to really worry about really is the 2 to the 4 for the most part.
Yeah, he needs a good angle here for the 4.
He could lay up for the side, just underneath it on the side rail, and just kind of come down. I mean, I don't like the sides like that myself.
Yeah.
I'd rather play for the corner, but
I didn't like that shot, but maybe I will, with the angle he has, maybe I will leave an angle for the cue ball to play 2 cushions after for the 4, like
he's going to play the draw.
yeah, he's gonna play the draw. You know, this is a little, now you have a perfect angle right now, but sometimes it's a little risky. If you're underheated and you're completely straight, you're going towards, you will go towards the 6 and the 10.
Yeah,
But
does he
no.
have to cheat this pocket a little bit to make sure he's clear of the 6 and 10? Or does he?
I think he is okay, the way I see
I
that.
think it's close. I think it is close. He could even get out on the high side and go rail first on the 4 with no problem with the 8 being there. It's really hard to miss it. Meaning, if he wanted to stay on the center of the table and take the cut shot on the 4,
Yeah.
he wouldn't have to come back if he didn't want
He
to.
hit that so nice.
And he cheated the pocket a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He was almost straight. Good shot, but
Now, does he have to use that 8 a little bit to help him move the cue ball in position for the 5? Or does he just pound it a little to get the cue ball out and it's still going to draw back underneath the 10?
That's pretty
I think
tight.
so. I think so. This is where you don't really guide it. You just kind of trust it.
good
Like
shot.
that.
What
Yeah.
a shot.
Risky, but good.
Yeah.
I think it was the right shot to play.
I think so too. And as much carry as he had on the ball, meaning force, even if he catches a little sliver of the 10, he's probably still going to come out okay for the 5.
True.
Because he didn't baby it, you know, he kind of put a little more into the shot.
Oh, look at this. Now he's got a stop shot and then the 8.
Now,
10,
Alex,
10.
you've been playing professionally now, what is it, about 5 years, I guess? For the most part, full-time professional?
Full time. Well, I start playing. I mean, I was playing for my 15. I'm 28 now.
Right.
And around my 20s, I decided that I wanted to try to be a professional, you know, 20, 21. So then it's when I started playing almost all tournaments and everything. And around 22, I think I came here first time in USA.
Right.
21 maybe. So yeah, let's say
6 years, 7 years maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I mean,
I'm doing really good the last 4 years.
yeah, that's what I've really recognized.
Yeah.
But I was talking about Chang. I remember seeing him some 10 or 12 years ago, and he was steady. But he was a guy that also, like yourself, had to put in the time to get to where he's at now. Do you recall him from years ago? I know you've only been around it like 6, 7 years, but
Can't remember, to be honest.
yeah. Well, we used to go overseas and play a lot of tournaments in Taiwan and Japan and whatnot.
Oh, so you know him many years.
Oh yeah, many, many years. Yeah, and he wasn't that top 5 player back then. He was a guy that also had to go through the bumps and bruises and really improve his game.
That's giving me some confidence now.
Oh yeah.
What you
Oh
said.
yeah. He's earned it,
Because-
you might say.
Yeah.
But you've got to work. Yeah, you got
That's
to
true.
work
That's
at
true.
it. Very few players come along. There's very few players that come along and 19, 20, 22 years old and they're playing.
Winning big tournaments.
Winning big
yeah.
tournaments.
Yeah, we always talk about Filler, how
Filler's
he kind of hits the
exception.
scene winning, and that's not the usual thing. Most of us have to go through and kind of get beat a little bit before we.
A lot, maybe.
Yeah, a lot maybe,
beaten a lot.
and still get beat a lot to continually improve.
We were talking earlier and you said 28 to 41. Remember that?
That used to be the prime
Yeah, that
back
used to
in the
be.
day.
I think it's
but-
come down. We said it's come down because of all the information available to you players.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and all
it's easier now.
all
Sure.
sports in general, I think, in the world have gotten younger. Meaning the players at a younger age are so impressive.
Plus, technology has
yeah,
come along
yeah,
too. That's
absolutely.
helped a lot.
Yeah, training. Yeah. Just like Little League Baseball, we used to all play city ball, but now they have select sports where the kids get a really professional type of training at a young age for
Oh,
baseball,
sure,
football,
sure.
soccer, all those sports. I'm sure it's the same in Europe. Where I saw,
That's
like
true.
when we were at the Kremlin Cup, which you haven't won every one of the Kremlin Cups, but you sure kind of own that tournament. It seems like you're almost always in the finals. But
Crazy.
But this year we played at a venue, and you noticed the soccer fields next door where the kids were getting professional training every day. It seemed like all day.
Yep.
Yeah, what have you won that once and finals 3 times, second 3 times, or?
One time I won, 2 times second,
One time.
2 times third, and 1 time last 8.
So I guess you call that tournament more than your lunch money, huh?
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm playing always good in that tournament.
Good. It's funny because I think that does happen. You just get settled in at a
Sure.
certain location and you feel good in that location.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
it's
It drives you.
yeah, and it's sometimes the equipment. Like I've always liked Virginia. The tables always at the U.S. Open. Now the international, they always seem to play a little tougher, right? Wouldn't you agree? The international tables always seem to get a little sticky
Because of the humid near the sea, right?
exactly right.
Yeah, yeah.
So I always felt
Exactly.
like that. That I'm from Houston. That's kind of the conditions I was raised under. The same.
All right.
So I kind of always felt like I liked it better there than most tournaments.
He's got a long shot here.
Well, was that a rollout there?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Now, hard not to want to use the 6-7 as a snooker here, right? Bank the 1 back down, or is he going to cut at this?
No, I think he will play safety. What you said. Try to hook him the 6 and the 7.
I'll tell you, Chang is a pretty darn aggressive player, though.
But maybe you have to be careful. The
Be
cue ball.
careful, the cue ball goes to the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go that way, cue ball goes right to the corner.
Ah, no.
No, he
He's
can
okay.
get to the bottom
Yeah.
rail pretty easy, actually. The thing is here is I think you have to not get the 1 all the way back down. I think he's cutting at this is what I think. I think he's going for the shot, trying to play position. All right, hit it thin. He's going to get a little fortune, I think. Yes, he is.
I think he might have played that by design.
Oh, no, no.
No, you
He
think
was
he was
trying to
trying to
make
make
it. Yeah.
Well, I say that because of the 3.
Right, but he was actually, well, if he hits it thick, though, he goes 4 rails and lays on the side rail for position on the
position.
3-8.
This is one of the shots I was telling you. It's worth it to cut the shot. That you have, like, how much percentage you think he had to play this shot and make it? Like
Right.
20% maybe. Maybe 10% was really, really tough.
Okay, so things not going James's way. Like Alex said, maybe Chang went for a low percentage shot and got away with it. Now James makes a pretty decent low kick shot. If it doesn't lay in front of the side, it's probably hard to run out.
So what I think Chang before he played the wrong shot. Like I said before, like 10-15 minutes about the percentages I was thinking in every shot. But yeah, he get a little lucky here, the kick.
Yeah, and you can see it. I think everyone can see it that Chang really showing that he's pretty tired. those types of mannerisms right there are a little bit more of, man, I'm ready for this to be over with one way or another.
Well, he did play back-to-back matches right here. And
Well,
he played one on the other side before he came over.
And I think it was yesterday more than today.
Sure.
You know, just he's a thinker. You know, it's just like yourself, Alex. You know, you can say that you're going to get a little bit more worn out more than a player that's not using their brain much. You know, when you play a lot of matches, not only the physical side of things wear you out, but you thinking all the time can really kind of make it hard on that brain.
That's really true. That's why you need also to work out.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Plus the stamina to play all these long hours.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I don't think he wanted to.
Look at that smile.
I
hope they got a picture of that one. That's when he usually wins the tournament smile. He usually doesn't show that one very often during the match.
Yeah. I don't think he wanted to game from this side of the 7.
I thought he was trying to go between. When he measured up the shot, he measured between the 6-7.
That's why he was laughing. He missed the position completely, but get a little lucky.
You think the table maybe is changing a little bit? You think he tends to do that as the time goes?
I don't think so.
Just mishit it maybe or misjudged it.
I think he misjudged it because what we said, he's tired. He's playing so many matches. His mind, sometimes our mind don't think too clear when we're playing a lot of hours, getting tired. I think this is what happened. Plus the shot clock also is not helping.
Yeah, he keeps looking back at it a little bit.
Yeah, the shot clock makes you sometimes make some mistakes that you will never do when you don't have the shot clock.
Right. But I think it's a good part of our game, the shot clock.
It's the best, I think.
Yeah.
I think in every TV table, there has to be a shot clock.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's more excited to see, and it's more excited also to the players. It makes you make some mistakes that you'll never do.
Sure.
When you don't have and that makes it feel, more, I will not say nice, but more excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
That maybe you will make the mistake because of the shot clock, but your opponent will go to the table and maybe you will do the same.
Right.
It's about the same thing. It's about who can handle it better.
Do you think that sometimes maybe the shot clock makes you pull the trigger and it actually helps you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
sure. A lot of times, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I saw it last year in Russia, actually, in a shot that Federer made that I'm not sure he's going to make. Remember the 8-ball he got down and fired in the corner?
In the corner, yeah.
I think if he had to think about that a little longer, maybe he plays safe or maybe misses the ball.
Exactly. This is what the shot clock makes you. It makes you not, you think 1 or 2 shots and you have to decide in 10 seconds what you play. And, when you have a completely tough shot, very tough shot, and you see only the pocket, you're going to play the pocket because you don't have time.
Well,
and sometimes, because we're playing so much and practicing so much, sometimes we're making these tough shots.
Yeah. Well, he's on the hill here.
Yeah, and you've played the Mosconi now 3 times or twice?
2 times.
2 times, yeah. So certainly y'all practice with the shot clock for preparing for the Mosconi Cup, but do you find yourself maybe saying, maybe I should practice with the shot clock a little more often during the year for events like this and other big events coming up? Just to have that routine prepared a little bit more? Because 30 seconds is not a long time.
No, it's really a short time.
Yeah.
That's the truth. But for me, not really, to be honest. And actually, I like to play with the shot clock.
Uh-oh.
He's brought this back too far.
Uh-oh.
He's brought this back too far. Ouch. And that might be a product of sitting in the chair for a little bit, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, the thing I saw at first with James when he got snookered, it was mainly getting snookered. He really didn't miss that much at the beginning of the match, so his timing was off a little bit, and consequently there it looked the same because he was certainly trying to play the 2 in the lower right-hand corner.
Wow.
Well, this is tight here by that 5. He's going to try to get careful for the side.
Okay.
Well.
So what looks like probably 1 shot on the 2 ball, you could say, is probably going to be the one to end this match if he can get this down.
Exactly.
Well, the way he's played and the way he's pocketed balls and controlled the cue ball, that's a pretty safe bet. But there are, 9 balls on the table.
Yeah. You can see, though, it won't be much cue ball movement after the 4. The 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 all on one end of the table. And these guys are so good at the long position. How great do you think they are at the short position shots, you know, where you're just moving a little bit here, a little bit there. I really think this is the shot of the tournament, or to win the tournament, excuse me.
Yep. Perfect.
Pretty good. He's glad it's over with, I'll tell you that.
Well, he have a little work to do with the 5 and the 6, I think.
I think the 6 goes in the side, though, so he's definitely got some options. It goes by the 8 in the corner.
Well, he can run the cue ball from the 4 to about where the 6 is and come across and play the 6 on the opposite side if it doesn't go by the 7.
Yeah, this is the one I would have worried about, getting close to the 5. That's the one I would have worried about. This shot here, falling straight in or close to straight in, could really determine a lot of things on where he has to shoot that 5 from.
Well, now, wish I could see if that 7 ball goes by the 6 ball goes by that 7 in that side.
I'm pretty sure it does.
It looks like it does.
Yeah, because Chang's the type that will notice if he has to look at that 6 ball later. That'll really influence how he plays the 4 and so on.
Well, he's taking a long shot here, and that 6 must go by. If it doesn't, he's banking.
Well, this is the type of stuff you practice for, right? And that's another thing, the shot clock, that I think it also shows the guys that are prepared more. And not for the shot clock itself, but just for the game itself. If their mind is right, if they know they're thinking right, they're hitting the ball well. Seems to me the shot clock doesn't bother them as much.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're not questioning their decisions, you know?
Wow.
I hit that great.
Very nice shot.
So he's made 2 key shots on this rack, the opening one and that one.
Could just kind of stop there and take on the 7 in the corner, which would drop him down for the 8 pretty easy. Looks like he's going to roll forward past the 7.
There's a little body movement there, wasn't there, when he shot that? He kind of rushed it.
Well, now do you draw the ball down one rail and spin it down to the low rail, or is the 8 hanging enough to where he can just stay above it? Oh yeah, the 8's okay. The 8's okay.
I think he just stop it or just
roll
it
forward, maybe.
Yeah, ball forward.
All he needs these 4 balls. Anything short of a earthquake, he's probably going to get him. Yeah, he's probably going to get him.
Is he pulling this between the 9-10? It looks like. Yeah, I like that.
That was okay.
Yeah, he's in good shape. Taking nothing for granted. Coming across? No.
No, he's just going
ease
to
this in.
ease it in, shoot from there. Now he's smiling.
That's that winning smile that I'm used to seeing. Usually don't see it beforehand, though.
There it is, folks.
Yeah, Chang Jung-Lin takes it down.
Well done.
James Rana, a great tournament.
Yeah, great tournament. Great tournament.
Alex, thank you very much for stepping in the booth with us and joining us. That's awesome.
And
Thanks for coming in.
Good luck this week.
Yep.
Thank you.
And thank you, George.
Jeremy, it's been a great tournament. We've got one more to work.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. It'll be Monday for the Predator World 10 Ball.
I'd like to thank our sponsors who made this event possible. First, our presenting organization of CueSports International, Kamui, Omega, Predator, and Poison. And right now, I'd like to bring out, representing our title sponsor for the event, Diamond Billiard Products, Mr. Steve McDonald. to present our trophy to our champion, Chang Jung-Lin. Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice round of applause for our runner-up in the event, Japan. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors who made this event possible. We'd also like to thank our crew, the people working in the video, our commentators, any players that came and commentated for us, everybody here working, our volunteers, and everybody for their dedication to make this event